Hello, gorgeous flower pots. It's Wednesday night. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for nighttime with Nelly. My absolute apologies that it's not the usual setup, but I broke my brand new tripod. Good evening, John Thomas Springer and the gorgeous pugs. Thank you so much for messaging me on Snapchat and letting me know that you were viewing. So I knew there was at least going to be one viewer. So, how are we all? It's been a while since I've done nighttime with Nelly. I've not been able to do nighttime with Nelly because I've had no dear Auntie Nellies. And I ain't sitting there and writing them as, you know, some people think I sit there and write them. I fucking don't. And let me just say, one of my friends said to me, why don't you just write some nighttime with Nellies? Because I love you going live on a Wednesday. And I'm like, it's not the fucking same if I write them. The joy of the show is I don't know what I'm going to read before I go live. I read it for the first time along with yourselves listening, and any advice I give is completely off the cuff and it's purely for entertainment purposes. So I think that's the fun of Nighttime with Nelly and Sunday Service. If I started writing the Dear Auntie Nellies, I don't think we'd get the same comedy out of it. It just wouldn't be any fun, would it? Anyway, I'm absolutely knackered. I am so tired. I have done nothing but work. I am not complaining because I have sat on my arse for quite a lot of COVID and that. So I'm not complaining. I'm busy. Who's got their pantomime tickets? Who's coming to see me in Bolton in Sleeping Beauty? Who's coming to see me in Aberdeen in Sleeping Beauty, where I am the good fairy for once? I'm on the good side. Let's see how it goes. So, dear Auntie Nellies, what else have I got to tell you? Any advice to give on tonight's show purely for entertainment purposes? There may be talk of a sexual nature, strong language throughout, over 18s only. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, can I just say that if anybody does comment on your comments with, you have won a prize, inbox me, gift, giveaway, competition, it is a scam, do not fall for it. Right, good evening one and all, good afternoon and good morning, wherever you are watching me from. Lots of lovely messages telling me that I'm looking really well. Well, I have finally lost 2 full stone. So I was 20 stones exactly on the 27th of May. And as of Friday just gone, I finally got to 18 stone. I've not got my ass back in that there gym. I think if I'd have been going back to gym, I'd have lost more. But anyway, so I've cut down on my portion sizes once again, fucked off sugar, and I'm 2 stone down. And good God, do I feel much better because I'm not as bloated. When I feel really bloated, it just makes me feel like shit. It's horrible, isn't it? So I'm now 18 stones. Exactly. Yay. Shall we start? Oh, and I've not put my teeth in. I've not put my temporary dentures in. It don't fucking matter, does it? We're all friends here. Anyway, shall we start with the very first Dear Auntie Nelly of the evening? I think we should. Okie dokie. Dear Auntie Nelly. Okay, here goes. Anonymous, please, and then delete as soon as possible. Okay. Grandma with 8 grandkids and 4 kids, and I have never had an orgasm. I did not even know I could have one. I researched it after watching you, and I sent for some aids. Oh. I've used them now for a full week and nothing's happened. Do I continue or give up? Am I too old to have an orgasm? Am I a lost cause? This woman doesn't say how old she is, does she? I am happy, but I do feel that after watching you several times, I am missing out. Nobody told me that fun could be had that way. Delete after seeing this, Auntie Nelly. I am also deleting now too. So we've got a grandmother here in the house, a flower pot. who's been watching Nighttime with Nelly, and she's thought, what the fuck is an orgasm? Looked into it and thought, apparently you can have an orgasm on your own. I'm going to give that a little try. So she sent off for some vibrators, aids she's put, and she's been using them and now it's happened. The reason I'd say that nothing's happening at the minute is because you are not aware of your own body. You are now a grandmother and you're a mother and you are only just realising what an orgasm is or what it may be or what it can do. And so what I would suggest we do here is rather than fucking jump in, start walking, we need to start crawling first. You need to get to know your body. Orgasms can be difficult for people to have, even when they have had lots of good loving in the past. Things can happen, but I want you to start exploring your body. So that's without the aids at the moment. I want you to start caressing yourself and loving yourself and touching yourself and tickling yourself and stroking yourself. And maybe by doing that, you'll sort of start feeling on what you like, what you don't like, how you like to be touched and what feels good and what turns you on. And so by doing that, you'll start to learn how your body reacts to touch, your touch. So I want you to start with just touching yourself. Maybe it might be a soft play of your nipples, tweak your nipples a bit, play with your thighs, inner thighs, stroke your body. Love yourself in that way to make yourself feel sexy and sensual. And then when you feel that you're comfortable with your body and you feel that your body's responding to touch, then I would introduce the aids. But we don't always have to use battery-powered things for an orgasm. We have fingers, and fingers are fucking fantastic. So that's why nothing may be happening at the minute, because you're trying to jump in with 2 feet, so you've got to get to know your body. And I am so pleased that, even though you're finding out a lot later in life, I'm pleased that you're eventually thinking, hang on a minute, orgasm, I want one of them. I might be 183, but I fucking want one. Damn right you should be able to have one. Damn right you should, regardless of what age. But you're never going to enjoy your body unless you know what your body wants, what it likes, how it likes it. So explore your body. Never be afraid of touching yourself and finding out what it is that you like. And by doing that, it's a lot easier when we are in a relationship or with partners to tell them what we like. So, dear Auntie Nelly, please can I be anonymous? Everybody's anonymous on here. After me and my partner have intercourse, we both feel, a burning sensation. I was just wondering, could this be due to friction? Any advice? I'd be highly grateful. Love from your flower pot. Hang on. After intercourse, so they're having penetrative sex, we both feel a burning sensation. Where do you feel burning sensation? On your head, on your cheeks, on your chest, on your fanny, on your thighs. Where are you fucking burning? Where are you on fire, flower? Is it in the genitals? Are you feeling like there's a burning sensation in your genitals? If it's in the genital area, is it because of friction? Is it because you've got an STD, he's got an STD? Are you feeling this burning only immediately after intercourse, or is it all the time? Are you using protection? So what I would say here is, you don't really say much on it. I mean, I don't like War and Peace. We all know that. I won't read it out, but fucking hell, a little bit more. If there is, I always say, a burning sensation, anything in your body, regardless of genitals here, anything in your body that doesn't feel right, not normal for you, get to see a general practitioner. I am not medically trained, so I cannot give any GP advice out, nor would I want to. So anything that you've got that you're thinking, this isn't fucking right, get it checked on. Okay. Burning sensations. When you are not actually wet, so a woman will lubricate the vagina self-lubricates ready for intercourse, so it makes it nice and slippy slidey for it to go in. If it's not that wet and he's not spit on it, because you've not, I mean, you don't have to have lube. I mean, lube's quite posh, but up here at Shoot Estate, I just say spit on it, flower, will you? Especially now that I've got vaginal dryness because I'm in menopause. Anyway, so if you're a little bit dry, that may cause a bit of a burning sensation. It may do, but I'm not saying it might be that. But if he's burning and all, that's why I'm not going to say it might be that. I'm going to say you both need a little trip to Clap Clinic and go and see your doctor. Yeah? Because it shouldn't be burning, should it? Talking of menopause, can you see I am already fucking steaming up, perspiring. Oh, there were people messaging after going, oh, you look lovely and glowy on your night time with Nelly. What foundation did you have on? Menopausal fucking flush flower. Sponsored by your Auntie Nelly. You never know when it's going to come either. I mean, I'm absolutely fucking wet through. Let me tell you, I am wet through. Atty did my hair this morning. It were absolutely beautiful. As days gone on, I mean, in another hour, I will be Hagrid's twin. But everything were fucking wet through. My face were wet through. My neck were wet through. My chest were wet through. Under my tits were like a fucking river Rhine. Everything gets wet through when you're menopausal. You just fucking dripping. Except your fucking fanny. Except your fanny. My fanny is that fucking dry. When I'm walking, it's like fucking sandpaper. And if I were to run, believe me, I mean, I don't run because I piss myself and fart at the same time. But if I were to run with this vaginal dryness at the moment, fuck me, there'd be a fucking bushfire. That's all I can say. Menopause is no fun. Good evening, Mr. Albuquerque. How's the relationship going? He's in a courting relationship now. Right, dear Auntie Nelly, I've been with my boyfriend for nearly 5 years. Ooh. Things are great between, I've even got sweat on my tash. Anybody else can just join in and say, do you know what, Nelly, I get it. You're fucking wet, but not for right reasons. I've been with my boyfriend for nearly 5 years. Things are great between us. We used to have sex any time at day, but for a while now it's only been at night time. Oh, Christ, you'll be telling me it's only in bed now with lights off. Neither of us are working at the moment, and lately there's been a lot of arguments in our house. Oh, we live in his parents'. Oh, right. Oh, and there hasn't been much intimacy between us in bedroom. Some nights I go to bed at night and think does he still find me attractive? I've never really found myself attractive. Oh, Christ. I just look at mirror and say, you will have to do. I love him and he loves me as we still kiss and cuddle. Just want us to be more affectionate again in the bedroom. Any advice are much appreciated. Right, well, this poor flower pot's gone round a few houses, up and down a few back streets, fallen over a few fucking wheelie bins, and what she's actually fucking saying is, dear Auntie Nelly, we're living with in-laws. Not very sexy. We used to have a great fucking sex life and it didn't matter what time of day it were. If we wanted sex, we had sex. Now we only do it at night, and to be honest with you, I don't know if we're not doing it because he might not think I'm attractive, but I don't find myself attractive anyway. If we don't think we are sexy, how can we expect anybody else to think we are sexy? If we don't feel sexy, what is the first thing we are going to do? We are going to cover up our vessel. Vessel being your body. Okay? You are looking in the mirror and you are saying to yourself, oh, I'll have to do. Who the fuck wants to finger someone who goes, oh, well, I'll have to do. Yeah, I'll have to do. No, you will more than do. You are enough and you are worthy of having intimacy with your partner. That's what you are. So you've got to start talking to yourself in a completely different way than you are doing. You've got to look at your body in that mirror and rather than saying, well, I'll have to do, saying, fucking hellfire, I might not be fucking Tyra Banks, but Jesus Christ on a bike and Marriott fucking handlebars, This body of mine has got me through A, B, fucking C and fucking D. And I'm going to fucking rock it tonight. You've got to give your body the love for getting you to where you are today in this life. Everybody has something that they do not like on their body. Everybody struggles to find something on some days that they find attractive. But unless you start using language of self-love towards yourself, how can you expect anybody else to love you? I don't think the problem here is the lack of sex. I think the problem here is the lack of the way you see yourself, the way you portray yourself. Because if you're not feeling sexy, you're not feeling beautiful, then the first thing you're doing is covering up. If you are going to have sex tonight in bedroom, let's switch all lights off. You're not feeling very confident. You're not coming across with, I'm feeling good tonight and I'm going to show him I feel good. You've got to love your body. You've got to love yourself before anybody else can love you. So get out of that mindset. It's not serving you. And the minute that something doesn't serve you, you fuck it off. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, yes. Is there a scammer on? Troll scam alert. Who is it? Go on, let me know. Get rid of Victoria Nancy. Oh, now then. If I see a Victoria Nancy, I will do. But sometimes the trolls and scammers are very clever. You can see them and they can see you. But they can't see me. Or I can't see them. Alison says, I'm shit at me. Fucking too, Alison. I bet you if they took my fucking temperature now, I'd be fucking isolated. Needs lube, says Yvonne. Oh, I don't need any of that. No, because I use all that vaginal stuff that they give me. I'm on all sorts of fucking HRT and all sorts to try and lubricate my fucking fanny. Not that I need to. It's nearly a full year since I've had sexual intercourse. I was talking about that earlier today while I was doing my modelling. I was doing modelling today. I was doing a photo shoot. I were a bit hot in that and all. Now then, dear Auntie Nelly, let's not worry about the fucking troll. We'll get rid of troll. Listen to problems. It might solve one of yours. Dear Auntie Nelly, I have... Oh no, hang on. I met a guy back in March and we grew close. Quick. Oh. Got into a relationship in April and it finished 2 weeks later. All right. We still have sex sometimes. He comes around, does the business and leaves as much as I love it. Huh? And leaves as much as I love it. And leaves. As much as I love it, I hate it because I just want more. Do I stop having sex with him and block him out or what? Help. We do not speak unless it's in messaging saying, shall I come tonight? Any other time he ignores me. You got in a relationship in March and then it went right quick and then he quit you and then it didn't. Where did it go in April? Right, so you met him in March. Who wants a shout out? Hang on, Flower. Somebody wanted a little shout out. Shannon Popple Mosley. There you go, my angel. Right, so you met someone in March, you were seeing him, and you went, ooh, and it went really fast and really quick by April, and then 2 weeks later it ended. And then now and again he'll message you and say, shall I come round tonight? And you go, yeah, all right then, because you are friends with benefits. This is not a relationship. You are allowing him to treat you like this. This is happening because you are allowing him to come round and empty his fucking balls in your vagina and fuck off. Why would he give you any more? He doesn't have to. He gets everything he fucking wants without even having to buy you a fucking rose, let alone a box of chocolates. And there ain't no way that he's going to take you out in fucking public. He doesn't have to, Flower. He doesn't have to, does he? And this is happening because you are allowing this to happen. I always say this on every problem show I do. When we shout and scream and sit there and go, oh, but this is happening and that's happening. Why is it happening? Because you are allowing it to. The next message he sends you with, shall I come round tonight? Do not reply. He doesn't reply to you. Why should you reply to him? And if he does send you a message saying, shall I come round tonight, and you do want to reply, you know what you should be replying with? That's up to you, sweetheart. Are you seeing Pam and her 5 sisters tonight? Because you ain't fucking seeing me. Ta-ra. End of. that this, as much as you enjoy having sex with the man, because sex is wonderful, it's wonderful, and you obviously like him, but he does not want to put you on a pedestal. He doesn't want to make you a priority. Samantha McNamara. Hello, Samantha. He doesn't want to make you a priority. So if he only wants to pick you up and put you down when he wants to empty his sack, he's not fucking Father Christmas. Fuck him off. Hashtag bye Felicia. No, know your worth. Know your worth, Samantha Jane. You've got to know your worth. Absolutely. Get rid of him. If you feel that you're going to be weak and you're not going to be able to not message him back, block him, delete his number, get rid of him. What are you, just fucking cum rag? Fuck off. No, I'm sorry. And then start dating people that actually want to date. They actually want to date you. They want to go for walks in the park, to the pictures. I don't know, sit next to you on a fucking pedal or something. You know, actually make sure that they're on the same page. Moving on. Dear Auntie Nelly, I've been with my boyfriend for 10 months now. Problem is, he is a mechanic. Why is that a problem? Everyone needs a fucking mechanic. My Ronnie Joe's just passed its MOT. God love him. And no matter how often, oh, hang on, problem is he's a mechanic, and no matter how often he washes his hands or how well, he can never get every speck of dirt or oil off. When he fingers me, I always end up with a yeast infection. I told him he can't do it anymore because taking the tablets and the cream all the time is not good for my body. Please help us, I love being fingered, love a loyal flower pot. Oh, I love being fingered as well, but I've been fingered off a few mechanics. I've never had a yeast infection. Are you sure it's that? Have you gone to doctors and said, I keep getting, Janine Parker, I keep getting reoccurring yeast infections because it might not be his oily mechanic fingers. It might not be that. It might be you have got kind of a flora problem, so you've got reoccurring yeast infections and you're blaming him for tinkering all afternoon with a fucking egg gasket, and it might not even be him. But then you've got to think, if you really do like being fingered, but he can't finger you because it causes a yeast infection, you'll have to finger yourself, won't you, while he watches? Because it's not nice having a yeast infection. I mean, I've had a few. Do you know when I get a yeast infection? When I've been on antibiotics. If I have a course of antibiotics, then I have to get something for thrush. I don't think, can you get a yeast infection? Can you get thrush when you've been fingered if he's got a bit of oil under his fucking fingernails? I mean, I'm not being funny, but they might not have been fucking mechanics, but I've been fingered by fucking all sorts, and I've been all right. I'd go and see your doctor because reoccurring yeast infections are not good. Can I get hello, says Kirsty. Yeah, where it Kirsty or Christy? Hello? Shitlords and mechanics, says Charlotte. Oh, fucking shitlord. He's not been back for a while, has he? A mechanic, all oily and dirty. Nice. In overalls. See, I like a manual labourer, me. Do you know when ladies say, oh, I like a sailor or a fireman or a policeman? I just think, I fucking don't. I like somebody who's like a labourer. I like that, me. Like, you know, like an Ivy's jacket. Ooh. Anyway. Oh, I'm getting myself hot on top of my fucking menopausal flush here. Hi, Auntie Nelly. Hello. 13 years ago, I had my first mastectomy due to breast cancer. 3 years later, the cancer returned to the other breast and I had to make the decision whether to have another mastectomy or continue my marriage of 10 years. This was the ultimatum my husband gave me, and I chose to live. That maybe should be for some dessert. I'm not crying, I'm sweating. Right, okay, so she got rid of her other tit, and she also got rid of that fucking tit she was married to and all. Bum, bum, I'm here all week. Okay, so I've been breastless and alone for 10 years. I've resigned myself to the fact that I will never have sex again, as I realise that most males view breasts as a necessary part of sexual attraction. bullshit. And believe me, I've asked many men if they would date a woman without breasts. I respect their honesty, but the thing is, I miss sex and bodily contact with a male even without penetration. There must be many men who, for whatever reason, can't have penetrative sex, who wouldn't need the usual sex attributes of a woman, enjoy the closeness I crave. However, I understand that most men are not going to be upfront and open about their impotence. Any ideas? Right, well, I don't know what kind of men you're asking, but sex is not just about... Okay, so women have sex in their mind and men have sex visually. But when you get to know somebody, you're having sex with the person, the soul of that person. You're having sex, you're making love, you are being intimate with the person that you absolutely adore. Whether you're in love, you love, or you just started courting, it's about being close to that person. I don't think you're meeting the right people, and I don't think you're asking the right people, because as many cunts that I know, and believe me, I know a lot of fucking cunts who all live on the island of Kingdom Cunt and are probably working as apprentices for one of my exes, King of the Fuckboys. I really don't believe there are men out there that would say, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't be able to date you or even have sex with you because you've got no tits. There's some girls out there who've got fucking tits and they've no fucking tits anyway. I'm sorry, but this is incredibly sad that you think that your sex life is now completely over because you had to have a mastectomy. And I'm so pleased that you chose to have a mastectomy over staying with your husband, because your husband sounded like he were an absolute wank splat as well. So I think you need to be meeting a different calibre of male, because I don't think you're meeting people who are on your wavelength. You're sort of like down in that pond, and you need to get out that pond. You need to have a good look round, and there are people out there who will want to go out with you, who will want to date you, and who may want to have a sexual relationship with you, regardless of whether you've got tits or not. And there's a lot to be said about fellas who like women with big tits. I mean, I've got fucking big tits, and believe me, in my 20s, they were on fucking full beam, high beam. In my 30s, they were on mid beam, and now in my 40s, they're on very low beam. If a fella wants to lick my nipples, is to get down on fucking floor, because they're near my ankles when I take my bra off. So, you know, even having big tits, little tits, whatever, tits are just tits. It's not the person, is it? Your tits, you haven't lost you because you lost your tits. And when I'm with somebody and when he's with you, he's going to be with you, not because you've got a pair of fucking tits. Have you thought about breast augmentation? Can you get something that makes you look like you've got a cleavage, or makes you feel a little bit sexier if you don't feel sexy because you're flat-chested now? Have you been to therapy about this? Have you spoke about, now it's 10 years on, is there maybe something that you could do to make you feel a little bit more feminine? Is that your problem? You don't feel feminine. So when you're going in, maybe sledgehammer approach and saying to fellas, you won't shag me, would you, because I've no tits? Then they're probably going, oh yeah, no, I like tits, I'm a tits man. You know, it's not really a conversation we should be having or having with somebody that we don't know or somebody we don't want to be intimate with. And plus, I want that person to be intimate with me for me, not just the fact that I've got a big pair of fucking tits. It's not about the tits, is it? It's about you. So believe me when I say this, that you're talking to the wrong fellas. There will be people out there who will want a relationship with you and will want to make love to you and have that intimacy with you and want your bodies to touch together regardless of the size of your tits. But please, 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 it's 10 years on. Is there any kind of reconstructive surgery you can speak to your GP about? Because that might give you a little bit of confidence if that's what you're missing. But also, once again, I would also say to you, look at your body as the vessel that it is. Look at where it's brought you to today. 10 years on, you are a survivor. You are a survivor. You are still here. You're able to tell the story. You're able to inspire other women. You're able to inspire other men. You're able to inspire people out there that are maybe going through this or you know, are thinking, what do I do? What don't I do? You're 10 years on, you can inspire people with your story, and you should be able to stand proud, head up, bare-chested and say, I might not have a pair of tits, but do you know what? I've got my fucking life, and there's nothing more attractive than that. It's about confident in your own skin, regardless of the skin you're in. So think about the vessel that you're in and where it's got you to today. And absolutely hats off to you, because it can't have been easy. And I'm sure for one moment it's not been easy. And I'm sure you still have days now. And after your chemo, your radio and everything, it's like a different mind, different body. But please, please, please keep speaking to people and look at maybe reconstructive surgery, and do not think that your life's a write-off now. Like your husband. I'm so pleased you got rid of that fucking idiot. Dear Auntie Nelly, I have been married for just over 2 years to my second husband, who is kind and loving. The problem is that I do not find him sexually attractive anymore. Oh dear God. Oh, I love and care for him, but to put it bluntly, I no longer fancy him. I'm 52 and menopausal. Oh, I know, well, oh. Yeah, I don't think that's helping to my loss of libido, which has now started to affect our relationship. Our sex life used to be good when we first met, but it's now almost non-existent. It's been married for it's only 2 years as well. I want our love life to return to the way it was, but do not know how to do so. Thank you for reading my problem. Any help would be appreciated. Do you know when you first meet 2 years ago, let's say, fucking honest to God, look how much I'm fucking sweating. That were a bit close, weren't it? Who screamed then? Did you think it were fucking Halloween? Right, so, when you first met 2 years ago and you fancied him and he fancied you and you were having the best sex of your fucking life, you know, that happens, doesn't it, at first? And there's always peaks and troughs in relationships. And I don't think for 1 minute that you should be shagging every single day for the rest of your life. I mean, if you do, that's fine, but it's not normal. That's not normal. You won't have sex 3 or 4 times a day, every day, like when you first met. You won't do, because that's not normal, okay? Because things happen, or you get tired, or one of you gets ill, or one's you're working away, or whatever, right? However, love grows. Your love grows, even though I'm not saying the passion dies, but that kind of in lust turns to being in love. So it's not all about the sex then. Things take over in the relationship, okay? And yeah, you are menopausal, so your libido may drop. You may be feeling hot and fucking sweaty, wet all over except your vagina. You've got brain fog. You're not actually sure what's going on with your body. You don't know where you put your car keys, and you've just found your fucking umbrella in microwave. There's a lot going on when you're menopausal. Does your husband know this? When you said it's now affecting our relationship, does he actually know what's affecting you? Therefore, the reason you're not being as sexy is because you've got all these physical symptoms and you're not quite sure what's going on emotionally. We have to communicate with our partners at all times. We have to tell them what's going on, otherwise they don't know, and then the issue becomes a big problem, and the bigger it comes, the more difficult it is to deal with. So let him know, I'm menopausal, my libido's low, and you're getting on my fucking nerves. I don't think for one moment you don't find him attractive. It's only been 2 years. I think you don't find you attractive because of what you're going through, rightly so. And I also don't think that you're going to find anybody attractive because of how you feel. Have you been to see a general practitioner? There are so many good supplements on the market for menopause that, yeah, you might have to, like, bear with it 6 or 7 weeks, but once they start getting in your system, you should start feeling a little bit more like you. There are so many things. There's such a lot going on now in the UK that hopefully ladies will be able to have HRT for free. Who knows? But what I will say to you is, I don't think after 2 years you've gone off your husband. I think you're just going through a fucking lot, and it is a fucking lot. Tom Hardy could walk through my fucking front door now and I'd be saying, Tom, fuck off. I ain't got fucking time for this. My hair's gone bastard frizzy. I'm fucking sweating like a pig. My fan is on fire even though it's as dry as a fucking bone. And I'm fucking tired. Off you fuck flower and fuck somebody else. And that'd be Tom Hardy. So, do you know what I mean? And he is like, in my head, I'm married to him, he's my husband. So, it's not about your husband. Don't think for 1 minute you've gone off your husband. You've just gone off that sexual being feeling because you're going through the menopause, because your body's changing. And sometimes you do feel like you've been like took over and you don't recognise your body anymore, and the symptoms can absolutely engulf you and you can feel overwhelmed. So please, please, please go and speak to your general practitioner, as I had to, because I didn't know what the fuck were happening. My memory loss is absolutely fucking, well, it's something else. Something else. It's all menopause related. It's all menopause related. So tell your husband exactly what the fuck's going on so he's aware of it, because sometimes we keep men in the dark and they haven't got a clue. They haven't got a fucking clue what's going on, you know, but we forget to tell the most important person in our life, who then feels rejected, abandoned, ain't got a fucking clue what's going on, and we'll think you've gone off him for what reason he doesn't know. And then the more he's trying, thinking, oh, well, if I try this, he's getting on your bastard nerves more, and then we end up being on fucking killer wives. Do you know what I mean? So communication is key. I can't wait to report all these trolls. I haven't seen them, so I'm wondering whether Ashley's seen them. Ashley will have seen them, okay. So, dear Nelly, I am a 41-year-old female. This year I have noticed that I have become insatiably horny, for 90% of the day. How do I calm down? I can barely function at work because I need sex so bad. I usually try to ignore my body, but it is no longer working. Why do I have the urge to masturbate every time? Oh no, oh God, I'm reading too there. Right, so 41-year-old female, and my libido has gone through the fucking roof, and I can not think about anything because I need sex so bad. I usually try and ignore my... Right, I wouldn't ignore your body because it's good that, you know, everything's working and functioning and you're getting these, you know, you've got a sexual appetite and you've got these feelings, these urges. So why don't you, obviously, I mean, are you masturbating? Are you actually making sure that you're giving your body what it needs? And that's that self-love. And that might be of a morning before you go to work, and after you come home from work, and it might be in the evening. Do you have a lover? Have you got a boyfriend? Are you in a relationship? You know, do you have a partner? You know, what's going on in your life? You don't say much, only that my fucking libido's gone through the fucking roof and I want to have sex all the time and I'm trying to ignore it. Don't ignore it, because if I had chocolate in the fridge now, right, if I had chocolate, a big fucking galaxy in the fridge, I mean, I wouldn't have that because it'd make me shit through fucking eye of a needle because of milk, because I'm vegan, because I can't have eggs and milk anyway. But say if I had Nutella chocolate spread in house, I'd be laid in this bed, right, and it'd be shouting me from down, it'd be going, Antonella, Antonella, come down to the cupboard and get me out and rip that beautiful gold foil off and stick that spoon in and get it down your gob. When you start denying yourself something, you want it more and more and more and more and more, don't you? So don't deny yourself sexual pleasure. Just sort of, the worry I've got is if it's taking over your mind, taking over your life, and it's all you can think about, you need distraction techniques. So you need to give yourself an orgasm in the morning when you wake up, and then you need to go to work, do your job, and look forward to the fact that you can have some self-love, self-play in the evening when you come home. It's nothing wrong with having a high sex drive, nothing wrong with having, you know, lots of time to yourself, self-care, self-love, self-play, whatever you want to call it. But don't let it start impinging on your everyday life, and don't start denying yourself pleasure. Don't do that, because the more you do that, the more you will want it. So accept the fact that your body wants to be touched, and the fact that you're feeling really horny, and the fact that you want to have an orgasm or whatever it is. Accept that, but give it yourself as like a treat. So look, it's something to look forward to at the end of the day. It's something to look forward to in the morning when you wake up. And I think once you stop denying yourself, you'll realise that you won't think about it as much. Yeah? Okay. Moving on. I've just had a message from Ashley. And what she said is, now Ashley is my new person at Facebook. Fuck me, Pink. And she said that there's a new thing now. Do we know about the new law that's been passed for trolls? So what she does is then she takes their IP address and they get logged with a government thing, and they can actually get fined now, and they can actually get banned off social media. Did you know that? What's going on here now? There's something going on, isn't there? I want to see your chubby pussy. Oh, that's lovely. It's really nice. Oh, I want to see your little maggot cock. Yeah, no, don't send it me tonight because I've left my magnifying glass in my bag at work. So I'll be back there Friday. Send it me Friday afternoon because I'll be back from work then with my work bag and I'll have my magnifying glass. So you send me your little maggot cock Friday afternoon. I'll look forward to it. A rush. A rush. A rush. A rush. Oh, a rash. Oh no, I don't want to see your little maggot cock, especially if it's got a fucking rash on it. Why do I have the urge, Auntie Nelly, of masturbating every time I think of my husband having sex with girls? He has cheated on me with, on girls he's cheated on you with. Oh God, hang on, what am I doing here? Am I sick in the head to want to watch him cheat? Right, start again now, right, hang on. Wait a minute. No, it's all right, Ashley, it's there. A rush. A rush. A-R-U-S-H. Right, so, dear Auntie Nelly, why do I have the urge of masturbating every time I think of my husband having sex with the girls he's cheated on me with? Am I sick in the head to want to watch him cheat? Well, everyone's different, aren't they? Because everyone's got different fantasies and different fetishes. And if you get turned on by maybe your husband making love to somebody else, that's called cuckold. We learnt that not long ago. Do you remember? I had to Google it, or somebody Googled it and told me, didn't they? It's called cuckold, and that's okay. So no, there's not anything wrong in your head that you may enjoy watching your partner fuck someone else. Absolutely not, because you really might find your partner attractive and you love seeing him, you know, hard and making love to somebody. You love to see how his body moves when he's fucking somebody. That's fine. That's normal. What's not normal is the fact that you are still with your husband while he's been having sex with girls. Other girls. That's not normal, because that's called cheating. So unless you're in an open relationship, then that shouldn't be happening. But if it works for you and you like it and he's all right with it and he's cheating on you and you're fine with it because you enjoy fucking fingering yourself to fucking death thinking about him cheating, you fucking crack on. You crack on. Nothing wrong with your head flower. Nothing wrong with it. If that's what does it for you, that's fine. That wouldn't fucking do it for me. Believe me, he wouldn't even have a maggot cock. I'd have fucking chopped the fucker off. Dear Auntie Nelly, my friend slept with my husband. Is it a cuckold? Do you remember when we had to Google it? If you like watching your partner fuck somebody else, is it a cuckold? A cockhold? What were it called? I can't believe it. I'm absolutely wet through. Dear Auntie Nelly, my friend slept with my husband and I found out. Oh, she said it was to prove that my husband is not good for me and that we should get a divorce. I am heartbroken. What do I have to do? Get a new fucking friend? What? So your best friend slept with your fucking husband? Not because she wanted to, because she's not a massive fucking cheating slag, but just to show you that your husband is a lying piece of cheating shit, you need a new husband. Well, no, you need a solicitor to get a divorce. And you need to get rid of your fucking best friend. Because that ain't no fucking best friend who gets in between a relationship just to show what a piece of shit he is. What the fuck? No. You need a solicitor. Go and get yourself a divorce and get yourself a new fucking best friend. End of chat. And that's that. That's been tonight's night time with Nelly. Have you enjoyed it as much as I have? I think I need a fucking ice cold shower. I need fucking summer. Can you imagine your best mate sleeping with your husband and then going, I told you you were a cheat, didn't I? Are you going to leave him now? Eh? Pair of them won't be fucking walking, believe me. They'd need my fucking disabled badge for the rest of their fucking lives. Have you enjoyed Nighttime with Nelly? If you don't write into the page, there won't be any more. I've really struggled to pull the show together tonight because I've had no Dear Auntie Nellies. So if you want any Dear Auntie Nellies reading out and you have got... What the fucking hell is going on? Ashley, will you get rid of this fucking rash? A rush? Hang on. Where is he now? I think he might have gone. Oh, he's gone. He's blocked me. Right, that's fine. So... yeah, so that's what you can do. That's what you can do. Get a new best mate and divorce your husband. And if you don't write into the page, there won't be any Auntie Nellies and there won't be any Nighttime Nellies or any Sunday services. But I hope you've enjoyed tonight as much as I have. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I'm off now to have a very cold shower and I'm going to put some vaginal pessaries in so I don't set fire to my vagina. Good night and God bless.